Hello and welcome to this 5M resource demonstration video of Fire Supply Line version 2 by London Studios, with a brand new update in June 2025, bringing a host of new features, including a line system, a control panel, light portable pump, dynamic connections, foam creation and truck-to-truck connections, all of which I'll be demonstrating in this video. So Fire Supply Line is a realistic water tank system, allowing you to connect hydrants, refill fire trucks, connect with different trucks, and also take water from water sources such as the ocean, which I'll demonstrate shortly. So the brand new update has brought a new menu, featuring your level of water and foam, intake line, discharge line, and attack line, a pump, the ability to make foam, and transfer water. So to begin, I'm going to connect to this hydrant by pressing Z to grab a line. I'm going to walk it over to this hydrant which I've placed using the command, as we're in quite a rural area, and I'm going to press Z to connect it up. Next, as I've connected that hydrant up, I need to open my intake line and turn on the pump. And to do that, I'm going to enable my intake line. As you can see, the intake valve's been opened successfully, and I'm going to engage my pump, which turns on the engine of the vehicle, keeping the power generating. I'm next going to walk back up to the hydrant, and I'm going to press H to start filling the tank with water. As you can see at the bottom of my screen there, I can show you in the menu here, our water level will start to be going up. As you can see, we're on bar 1. Once we reach a certain amount, we're able to make foam or even transfer water to another truck. So to demonstrate the transfer water, I'm going to now go to the back of, we're going to go from here, press Z to grab a line. I'm going to walk to this British ladder truck over here from our rear mount one. I'm going to press Z to connect the line. And this is now connected both trucks up. Now both trucks have been connected, we want to firstly make sure that the pump is turned on our second truck. And as we're putting water into it, we're going to want that intake valve to be turned on with the pump engaged. And press escape to get out of our menu. We can walk back over to this truck, open the display. So we're now going to want to turn on our discharge line, and we're going to press transfer water to begin the water transfer process. If we now go over to this truck on the menu, we'll see that our water level is starting to go up pretty quickly, given the fast rate of water transfer between trucks. And the water on here is at a lower rate, as it's starting to move to the second truck, but we are still connected to the hydrant. Whilst this is all going on, I can press E to grab a hose, and as you see, I've now got the water and foam directly onto my screen. I need to enable the attack discharge line. So if we go back over to the truck, we have to store the hose first, and we can then enable the attack line. I can then get the hose out again. We've only got a couple bits of water, a little bit of foam, but so our tank is pretty empty there. We need to wait for it to continue. Maybe if we try it on the second truck. If we go press E to grab hose. And we need to open our attack discharge line. We can then start to use the hose. This shows you the realism involved in this resource. You need to make sure at all times that your certain lines are open, that the pump is engaged, and you're following things correctly. I've only got such a small amount of, halfway amount of water on this truck, but on the first truck we're on such a low amount, as it's processing the water through into our second truck. The truck-to-truck connection is very useful for rural firefighting, where you haven't got a hydrant or water source available. The next feature I'm going to demonstrate is our light portable pump. So I'm going to head over to near a water source and spawn in another fire truck. This is our British ladder truck, available for free on our store, which requires a copy of Smart Vehicle to make the movable parts work. There we go. Right, so to demonstrate the light portable pump, we're going to go to a riverbank or the edge of this lake and use the /LPP grab command. This allows me to go to my positioning, which I'm going to go just about here, and then press E to place it down. I now need to place a pump into the water. So I'm going to walk in a few meters, probably about waist level, for a suitable position to place the pump. So I think here's good, so I'll press E, and this places the pump into the water, which you can see there is a line that's going to be starting to collect water shortly. Doesn't matter if the pump gets a little bit wet, it's fully waterproof. So next we're going to open the display, and we're going to want to open the intake line after we connect to the LPP. So we're going to grab the line just as you would with a supply line with a hydrant. We're going to walk up to the LPP and press Z to connect. Now that's connected, we can walk back up to the fire truck, press G. We can open that intake line and then engage our pump, which, as you remember, will turn on our engine. That's not it just yet. We need to walk back up to the light portable pump, and we need to press H to fill the tank with water, which is starting to fill up. If we walk near the light portable pump again, we can see that water level on the bottom of my screen is filling up, all of which is configurable in our config file. So next, I'm going to press G to open display again. I'm going to open the attack line, and as I've got a little bit of water, I should be able to press E to grab the hose and start spraying it. As you can see, that hose is going down. This is smart hose, and we've got all of our decals and the ability to switch to foam, while this vehicle is not carrying any foam at the moment. So what we're going to want to do is, we're going to want to put the hose away, and we're going to want to make some foam. So this has created some foam, which should appear shortly. We can then get the hose back out again, and this has converted some of that water to foam. So if we switch to foam, as you can see, I'm now placing the foam effects on the ground, and my foam tank can be seen in the bottom right hand side corner of my screen, which is already going down, especially as I start to increase the pressure on this hose to the maximum pressure. So light portable pumps essentially work in the same way as fire hydrants. I'm once again able to get another fire truck and connect it up in a truck to truck connection, as this is essentially a water source just as a hydrant is, fueled by the electricity and pump that we've enabled on our fire truck. So thank you for watching this 5M resource demonstration video of Fire Supply Line version 2 by London Studios. This pairs perfectly with our smart hose resource on our store and our range of fire vehicles such as the British ladder truck, rear mount, water carrier and command unit, water spray unit and more. If you're looking to purchase this resource, head to our store at store.londonstudios.net. If you want to read our documentation on this resource, head to our documentation website at docs.londonstudios.net. And if you're looking for any support after purchase, head to our support team website at support.londonstudios.net. Thank you for watching.